specialized in making of female and children dresses.
Good day everyone, you're welcome to Grow Unique Fashion and Design. So if this is your first time of coming across my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Please subscribe to this channel and also turn on your notification bell to get notified each time we upload a video so that you can get notified. And this channel is all about sewing of clothes and bags. So if this is something you are interested in, please subscribe to my channel. Do not hesitate. So in our today's class tutorial, we are going to continue the video, or we are going to continue from where we start from in our previous video. I already uploaded the part 1 of this one, the cutting part. So this one is the stitching part. I already show how we stitch to this extent. My phone went off when I was actually recording that one, so I was not able to complete it totally. So please, if you haven't watched that part 1, I'll drop the link in the description box so that you can go and watch the part 1 before coming to watch this one, so that you'll be able to understand the process on how we get to this part. So in our previous video, I showed how we achieve this belt on this part. So this is the long belt that I want to put today. So this one, we are going to notch the midpoint as well, just the way we did to the previous one, that is the short one. And we'll put it in on the middle of that line. So this belt that I'm working with is the 1-inch belt. Okay, it's the 1-inch belt. So as I'm stitching it, I'll measure 1.5 inches and end my stitching on that part. So I'll end my stitching on this part. So I'll end my stitching on this 1.5 line. Sewing this belt on this side and this side. So we have it at the two sides now, and we have our cartoon character ready. The next thing you are going to do is to take your lining, also take your foam. So your foam is going to be in between. For this particular one, I'm not adding foam to it because it is a low budget customer. Okay, it's a low budget customer, so I don't want to add foam to it. I'll just sew it like that. So if you want to put foam in your own, we have white foam, we have different kinds of foam, so you can use any foam of your choice. Okay, you can use any foam of your choice to make it. So if you are to put foam, this is your lining. You now place your foam on top before you now put this one on top of your foam. So your foam will be in between your leather and your lining. Okay, then you are going to just stitch it round. So I'm trying to arrange mine to suit with the lining. I am done sewing my lining to it. I'm simply going to cut it out, stitching it this way. The next thing, I'm going to tape it all round, and you can decide to start from any part of the bag. So for me personally, I love starting from the edge, that is the side. On with the front part, you can see how it is. So this part is ready. So the next thing we're going to do is to take our back part. So this one is the handle of the lunch bag. It is 1.5 by 9 inches. 1.5 by 9 by 9 inches. So when you are done bringing it out, this material I'm using is not that it's taffeta, so that is why I want to double it. But if you are using a very thick leather, you can decide not to double it this way. So whether you double it or not, you are going to bring your taping to tape it at both sides. This is the handle we want to put on the that of the back, which is this one. So for you to know where you are going to put this hand, what you are going to do is that you are going to bring this front one. You will now measure 2.5 inches, or to make it easier, just fold it this way, making sure that you have the middle of that your 5 inches. Just do it like this. Hope you can see how I fold it. Just make sure it's like this. Then mark the midpoint. So this is the middle. So you are going to measure from here, this middle now. You are going to measure from here down to this point. To this point where your curve is. For me, I have 4 inches. It might be different from your own because it depends on how curvy your own is. Your own may not be as curved as mine. Your own might be curved than my own. So just do it this way. Fold it like this. Make sure that these two is meeting each other like this. They are equal like this. Mark the midpoint. Then from the midpoint, just measure down to this your curve line. That is going to be where you place your handle. So from here now, we'll measure that 4 inches that I have on the both sides. I will notch the midpoint of my handle and place it here. I'll use my clips to hold it. So this line that you marked is going to serve as the middle point. Sometimes this can be very tricky. So what I do is that I will notch this midpoint. I'll also notch the midpoint of this one too. That is, I will make it equal like this, making sure it is equal. I'll now mark the middle, bringing this one's middle. I'll place it middle to middle. This always gives me the right or accurate measurement of what I really want. It will help me to see if this line I marked is really the middle, the right place or not. If it's not the right place, I'm going to correct it on time. So I'll keep using my pins to hold it down. So you see, it was not actually correct. So now that I placed it, you see that this is the line that I have. This is the line that I have here. This one, the line that I have is here. So it means that they are not accurate. Look at the line I have here. Then this one, look at where the line is. So it means that they did not match. So using clips will help you most. Just use your clip to hold everything down. Then when you get to where this your mark is, then you are going to mark it on this side. So I think this one is more accurate, right? Repeat the same thing to this side. Clipping it, I have my mark here. So I'll also mark it on this one. So now I can remove my clips. I clip it so I will be able to get the right measurement. So I love working with clips a lot. It helps me to always be on the right track. Okay. So now that I have this new line, that is where I'm going to place my handle. I'll place it. The line is going to serve as middle for me. So this line that is here, that is where I'll place the middle of the handle. Okay. So I'll stitch it. You can stitch it in a bit. So this is the handle. So I will check again to see if everything is in place. I'll clip middle to middle. So you see how I clip it as if I'm done sewing it. So this is it. You see that the handle and the top handle, they are in place, right? Yes, they are in place. There's no one is shifting to the other side, so it's actually correct. So let's write on. So you're going to take the leather, your foam, and your lining. So remember that your foam is going to be in between, and it's going to have the same shape with this one. The only thing is you are going to minus ½ inch away, round it from your foam. Actually, tape it round. You decide where you want the taping to start from. The end result of the back part. So we are going to sew zip cloth to it. So you are going to take your zip cloth and place it exactly at this tip. Let it be equal with the leather and stitch. So you are going to be sewing it as if you are top stitching it. You can see what I did. This is the zip cloth. I placed this one on top of the zip cloth and I'm going to top stitch on it. So I will top stitch on it round till I will come back to this point here. This, just fold it into two equal like this, making sure that this part is equal, the handle aligns with this handle. So you're going to use your hand to feel it, that it's equal, it's in same place, same position. Then come to this side. Now we have the middle. So you're going to notch it. Also notch the zip cloth at this other side. After that, you are going to remove one side of the zip cloth. That is the part where you notch, is the one you are removing now. You are going to take the front part of your leather. Okay guys, so we already have the midpoint. For you to get the midpoint, you are just going to, how we did it that first time, just fold it into two equal halves like this and notch the middle. So this zip cloth, now this part where you notched, you are going to place it at the middle. So middle to middle, then you top stitch just the way you top stitched on that one. For me to continue, I'll bring this to middle to middle. I'll use my clips to hold it down. Now that it is like this, I'll take my zip head. This is rubber zip head. This is rubber zip head. So I'll put it on it. So I've seen the purpose for my taping it is for me to know if the two are equal here. So sometimes the two may not be equal. Maybe one zip is longer than the other zip. But if you clip it, you are going to know that this is where the 8 inches is, and this one, they are supposed, this 8 inches, this point where this your taping is, that is where your 8 inches, that is the real wideness of the bag is. That is where your corset stops. And this back, where this back stops, they are supposed to align. So if you use your clips, it will help you to know that you are in the right track before putting in your zip head. So the zip is up to this point now, so I will repeat the same thing to this other side. Okay guys, so when I clip on this side, after clipping it, you can see how I clip it. When I got to this part, I find out that the measurement is incorrect. So you see that this one, it aligns with this point where the gusset, because this is the gusset. From here to here is that 5 inches, while from here to here is the 8 inches, which is the wideness of our cartoon character, is the wideness of our bag. So from here to here is the other side of the gusset. So when I clip it to this point, I noticed that this one is longer than the gusset, which is not supposed to be. So I had to find out the error. What I did to find out the error is that, why is it that this side is equal but this side is longer? I now measure from here. I don't want to do this off camera so that you will know that sometimes it might happen to anybody. So I measured from here down. I measured it down to this, our middle line. It now gave me 24.7. So I now come to this side that is having that longer one. I measured it and I have 25.2. You see that it uses 0.7 to be longer than this other side that is equal. So what we'll do is that I'm going to cut that 7 inches out. I don't know why it happened like that, but it can happen to anybody. So if it should happen to you, you should know how to maneuver things. So long, the most important thing is this handle aligns here and here, and the middle is in place. Everything is in place. Everything is now in the middle. No one is shifting. That is the importance of, that is why this clip work is fine. To be as if you are done sewing the bag when you are not. You see every error. That is, I mean, I didn't clip it now. We start all over again. So you see now that the bag is as if it is ready. If you are looking at it, you think the bag is ready. Perhaps it's not yet ready. So since everything is now in shape, it is only this part that we are having that issue. I will just remove minus 5 inches. That is making it longer. So I'll just mark 5 inches. I will sew it from here so that it will blend in with that ½ inch that I just marked. So before I cut it off, you know, leather can be very funny. So I want to fold it first to see if it's really, you see, now that I fold it, it is now equal to that. You can see that it is equal now. So I can trim it off. If I should trim it off, it's not going to affect me. So it means that one side was actually longer than one side without my knowledge. So it can happen. So guys, I'm going to put my zip head just the way I put on the other side, okay? So guys, we have come to almost the end of our today's class. I'll just show you how. You see that the bag is almost ready. And remember that I did not put foam in this one. Make sure you put foam in your own so that it will come out beautiful. You see that this one is not holding itself. You see any small thing so, but if you put foam, it's going to relax. It's going to come out beautiful. Look at the front. So you see the reason why I put the cartoon character at the top too, to now blend in with the down. But if you want, you can keep putting it at the top. It doesn't matter. It's not a problem. But for me, I love putting it at the top. So now that everything is aligned, I'm going to zip it open. I will shoot this one inside it. I also put this one inside it like this. So the two will be inside. Once you have pushed it inside, before you sew, measure from here. See that it overlaps each other, right? Yes, it overlaps each other. This is it. It overlaps each other. So I'm going to measure from here. From here. I'll measure from here now to the handle. I have 15.7 here. I'll also come to this side and I'll also measure it to see if it will give me that same 15.7. So I will still drag it up a bit so that it will give me the same thing. So now, after dragging it up, I have 15.5. So here I'll make sure I'll also have that same 15.5. So now I'll stitch. Make sure that what you have from here to your handle is the same thing. Before I stitch, I want to let you know that if you want to stitch, you remember that I will have that line that I marked so that I will know where to place it directly. So I will not start stitching from here. I will start at the back. At the back. I will now continue the stitch. So if you want, you can use your taping to cover this rough edge. This is the end of this bag. If you have watched to this point, thank you so much for watching. So if you put foam in your own, this is how it's going to stay firm. The way it is now, I put some clothes inside so that it can stand firm, so that you really see the beauty of this bag. You know that I didn't put anything foam in this one. I just use a satin material as the lining. That is what I used. So I will not have to lie for you just because I'm making video. I will tell you the truth. I'll open everything to you in case you want to make your own. So this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.